What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and it is going to be a guild team match, and I am going to be running on Taka. You're seeing him a lot more out there on the fold lately, or at least I am, and he is a pain. He's pretty strong right now. He's in a good place. There are counters for Taka, but in blind picks, it's really hard to know what you're going to get against. So he's a pretty good blind pick right now because he's a good counter to a lot of strong heroes. One of them, namely, being any strong laner like a Vox or a Ringo. And boom, there you go, we get a Vox. Now, Black Feather in the jungle, pretty strong against Taka. Taka can't bully him early or anything like that. So pretty balanced there. I don't think he really wants to be too deep into my jungle at the start, or me and his, vice versa. But Vox, on the other hand, is sort of out there on his own and not looking real good. He's got obviously Ringo can bully him early, and now he's got a gank artist in the jungle he's got to worry about. So going to be a long day for Vox in the lane. We just come down, do our normal thing, grab up these minions in the backs, and we decided we were going to go just 1, 2, 3, and then gank on this one. It's a move you might want to try out on some comps and on some heroes in the lane. So we just go there to our 3, and right up to the lane. I'm level 2 at that point. You see Vox right there. People usually just aren't expecting it, and boom, look at the damage. Just one more swing will do it. Whistle hits him with that last shot, and that is a wrap. So pretty nice little gank right at the start, and that kills Vox. Vox can't really lead the lane. He's got to farm up. He's a very, very gold hungry hero. He needs it all the time, basically, to be effective. Right here, I tried to get over, but that slow actually from Arden's Vanguard got me. I hadn't had my boots yet, and I should have stuck with it, because look at that. I actually flipped over him, and look at what it does here. Like it lags the game out, and I'm trying to not go this direction, but slides me all the way back over into their jungle. And now I'm thinking, okay, well, their backs are there, which I shouldn't have done, but it kind of freaked me out. I was panicking, thinking I had LD'd or whatever. Then all of a sudden, there they are, and oh, they're ready. They both got flares, and I am pretty much in trouble. So just try to make sure they're taking some hits from their jungle minions and trying to get away. Avidwalk, I tried to come over in Vanguard and save him, but it's just too late. Flip back over, do a little bit of damage, and just take the short ride home. Get shopped up and then back at it. Now, this isn't the Taka build I'm normally doing here, and you see I'm buying weapon power, but it's actually a crystal power build, and I've been really liking it. It's a little bit of a variation on the build I put out a long time ago on my Taka. But right there, they come in, steal my minion, put a little damage on me, again, drop those flares down, and I run away. They invaded heavy. I was by myself. It was a 2-on-1, and they got the jump on me, so nothing I could do there. I am getting behind right now. They're doing a good job of that. Abdullah, when he saw that we were on Discord, he went into their jungle and got their backs, but I didn't get any of that. So basically, I'm pretty starved out right now, and I go ahead and just grab some attack speed because I know I need to clear these minions faster, get them down while I can while they're there. And make sure I get my farm up, because at 3.5 minutes I ought to be getting pretty close to a tension bow. I like to get it by 5 minutes in the jungle. That's a pretty good tension bow. 5.5 minutes, something like that. It's not like in the lane where you can get it in 3.5 minutes if you're really good. So not that far behind, but I am behind here. We do catch them 3-on-2 in the jungle. They come down to shop. I put a ton of damage onto Black Feather there, and then Whistle comes in and really burns him down, and I get the last hit. So a little bit of a return favor there onto Black Feather, take him down. Then we just rotate it right up into the jungle. I decided I'm going to go to their backs. Probably should have went a little quicker because it is just 4 minutes. Obviously, Black Feather's already up. Only their one minion is up right here, so I was trying to get it done. I was wanting him to take a hit or two from it and then come in and fight him. But man, he's just Black Feather strong all the time, really. But early game too, you see how much damage he put on me, and then right there, that B ability on point, and then comes down and it just sort of collapses when he uses his Rose Offensive and his Vanguard from Arden that just hit the same time and just absolutely deleted me from about, I don't know, 45% health or so. So pretty nasty, and I'm getting a little frustrated here because I know I'm behind. Here we are at about 5.5 minutes, and I know I should have my tension bow, and I'm not even close, like at all. You see Whistle's picking up his tension bow. He's a little bit behind too, but you saw that little bit of lag that I had there with Whistle in the lane. I mean, it was wild tonight. Here, I thought I had this, and Fox rotates down. Fox never rotates down, so why he did there, I guess maybe he was just going to shop. I don't know. Almost had Black Feather dead, but you know, a 2-on-3 can turn around real quick on you. And again, probably a little bit of that frustration setting in. Here we are at 6 minutes. I still don't have my tension bow. I know I'm behind, and you got to just sort of, when that happens, you got to sort of reset your mind, you know, reset, refocus, because it's good, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. You're behind. You got to play from behind. You got to catch up. I just got my level 6 there. Get these backs, get them taken care of. Go ahead and call back to the house. Get my tension bow. Now I've had a huge power spike. For Taka, getting level 6 and having that tension bow, most people don't have enough health at this point in the game. Again, you'd like to see this happen at 5.5, 6 minutes, not 7 minutes, but still, that is a huge power spike for Taka. He probably one, in my opinion, one of the strongest heroes at around 6 minutes when he gets that on the fold. So you see right there, wonderful gauntlet coming from over the wall. We just absolutely delete Vox. Again, that puts him further and further behind. That's 2 ganks that we've put on him. They come up and drop the gauntlet. But so I come in and put a little bit of damage onto Black Feather. I think I would have had the kill on Black Feather out here if I'd have had power, but I was completely out. And you see, I didn't have my ultimate. You know, the cooldown is there, but I don't have the power to drop it. I could have dropped it on him, flipped out, and I think I would have had the kill there. But Arden wants to come down and try to mess with me in the jungle, so I just put my ultimate on him, and he runs away. But again, still out of power. Don't have any power regen just yet, but that is part of the build deal. You'll see that coming here just shortly. What I'm saying is, I think Taka is one of the strongest heroes on the fold at about 6 minutes when you do a tension bow. It's just when you get that ultimate, you got that tension bow. It is nasty. You can pretty much run anybody out of the lane or out of the jungle, even if you land all that. So right there, you see me coming down, grabbing that power regen, grabbing that reuse. The second thing I go for in this build is the chronograph. I want to have that, and you see right here, we're just trying to set up a gank onto Vox. Black Feather comes in and puts his on point on me. So that slows me down a little bit for a moment. But then it's just a matter of picking your spots right here, flipping in, you know, getting your ultimate off, and then just getting out, boxing out there. They can't see me. They're not dropping flares at this point. I don't know if they just don't have them or what. But the whole time, whistles in the background, sort of, you know, putting damage down. So right there, nice gauntlet. Does stun Vox up. I wasn't really in position to close in on it. Go ahead and just put some damage onto Arden. I mean, at this point in the game, it's not that big a deal because he's not that strong. You know, he's not like he's real tanky just yet anyway. So you see, it was a significant amount of damage. They do box whistle in with that ultimate and get him taken down. So I just immediately collapse down to my backs. I don't want them taking my backs again. So I make sure I grab those. They grabbed my number 3 there, which I knew was a goner. So I wasn't worried about that, but just burn everything, get those backs, get back up, call back home, and grab that tier 2 battery. I want to make sure that power stays up. And again, just working towards that chronograph to where I've got my abilities up just almost constantly. So get back up there. There's a fight going on. Usually you don't want to box into a fight, but you saw how much damage that did right there on Vox. Vox is such an escape artist. He has that sonic zoom up all the time, essentially. If he sees you coming, he's going to get away. You're not even going to get anything on him, or he's going to be under turret. So on this particular case, I do box in quite a bit in these fights, just so that I get to him, I land my abilities, and he doesn't see him coming. So again, you see, look at the massive damage that Taka has when he gets these abilities like that. Just taking people down probably 70% between the ultimate and the flip out. And then right here, Arden again, he's sort of hanging in there, and he's not like he's unkillable either. He's got to be real careful. But we decided to go for gold mine here, so we come down to the out of the jungle or into the jungle and start taking it down. And Arden comes down. This is a phenomenon that I've been talking with my team about it, and I'm not sure why it's happening. We're at 11 minutes, and in most matches before the jungle update, you would have seen someone had claimed the gold mine by 11 minutes. And let's just say hypothetically, and he obviously Arden knew right there we were going to get the gold mine. Let's say hypothetically the gold mine was about to pay out. He wouldn't run down into the jungle and die because the gold mine was about to pay out. But for some reason in this update and this meta and all that's going on, right there you see Arden just getting deleted thinking he's invincible. People will run down and die to protect a gold mine that's neutral when they would never have done that if it was just about to pay out. So it's a strange thing. I don't know why people have that in their psyche, like they're giving up a fresh gold mine. It's not like that. If you're at a disadvantage, though, like it was a 3-on-1, the gold mine's gone. Give it up. And you see a lot of damage coming right there to Vox and that turret shot taking him down. Again, boxing in so he couldn't see me. But back to my point. If the gold mine is lost, it's lost. It's just part of it. It's just like if you got behind in a match before, or if you had aced early and before, or you know, two for nothing exchange or something like that in a fight, forget about the gold mine. They're going to take it occasionally if that happens. So don't die for it. Right there what Arden did was just, we still got the gold mine and he just died. So It makes no sense to me. If you know they're going for it like that, push a turret. Go sneak back and grab some of their jungle, grab their backs or something, and then call back home. Do something. Don't go down there and die if they are in position to take the gold mine and you're not positioned to do anything about it. I.e., you can't team fight. You're just going to be doing it all on your own. So right here, they're trying to. We're just trying to, get in position, get ready for a fight here. Arden checking the bush, coming down there, making sure I can't be hidden. You see Blackfeather trying to land that on point. Then right here, get a little bit of burst damage onto him right there. You see, take him down to about 40% health. Whistle lands that ultimate on, I can't remember if it was Vox or Blackfeather, but either way, they're pretty low right there. Arden again, just standing in front of me. I can delete him almost as easy as I can the other guys at this point. Right here, come back down for another dive, just waiting right there. Vox, you're next, buddy. Delete him, run out, just rinse and repeat at this point. I'm telling you guys, this mid-game Taka is insane. Right there, Blackfeather wants to come in. Go ahead and just take a shot or two on him while Whistle deletes the turret. Then we fall back into the jungle again. Right here, I've completed my chronograph, and I'm starting to buy into my crystal power now. I'm going towards a shatterglass. That's the next thing I do. Here I had to stop off because of that Blackfeather, because he was building a bursty Blackfeather. It was not like a I think he had a sorrow blade at this point. If not, it was very close to it. But right here, I actually get out of that gauntlet pretty easily, and me and Whistle just do a number on Blackfeather. He was putting a lot of damage down. He had that sorrow blade. It's not like it's just he just had a what's it called, a serpent's mask, and that was all of it, the extent of his damage. He was a bursty Blackfeather, so we had to I had to build some defense against him, but we do end up getting the kill there. They come back over, kill Vox, and now Arden thinks he's gonna, I don't know, this Arden thought he was invincible, I think, but he dies just like the rest of them, and we take Kraken off of the back of that ace right there. So very nicely done. Unfortunately, Whistle's not here to enjoy it with us. He got deleted by Vox, but we did get the ace and the Kraken, so it was worth it. Go ahead and take their fronts there just because they're there, and that's going to get me real close to having a infusion right here. I want to go ahead and infuse up, grab it up. I was already crystal infused, so I went ahead and just bought a weapon power infusion. Now I'm double infused for this fight, which you know is about to happen when you've got a Kraken. It's inevitable. You're going to have a fight, so might as well get those infusions if you can. Right there is a nice gauntlet by them. He actually stunned Whistle twice. That was one of those bugs again. He couldn't move until actually the gauntlet went away. Dive in onto Blackfeather, make him run back home. Just poke, 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 harass, harass. That is the name of the game. I don't want to dive in between those two turrets, though. Avadawad drops his gauntlet there. We really weren't in a good spot there. I think that was probably the only bad gauntlet I would say he had the whole match. Right here, they collapse in on us. They take us out, and I'm just running away. And Blackfeather is just committed to this. He wants it. I don't have my box. He does. I am a little bit slow, so I put my ultimate on him, flip out. Quite a bit of damage, but he is still wanting it, so I go ahead and give it to him. He wanted it bad enough. He finally got it, and I take him out, send him back home the fast way, and I just go back to the house and shop up here. So I'm trying to get towards that Shatterglass, but again, I had to stop off. I ended up buying a Blazing Salvo at one point. I didn't want to give up that attack speed. I could have got that attack speed and already had the Shatterglass, but I just really didn't want to, the way the fights were going. With that gauntlet and everything, sometimes you got to stay in there, so having that extra attack speed is nice. So waiting for that Shattered Glass, but it's just not quite there yet. Come in right there, Arden onto our gauntlet, but he is in a bad spot. He goes ahead and wastes his gauntlet. Again, that is a bad idea, guys. You don't want to, he probably could have gotten away without it, but even if he doesn't, now that his gauntlet is down for a long, long time. The next fight, he's not going to have it. We are going to have it. Pretty big disadvantage. He put his team out there, even with him being alive for a little bit longer. Come in. We do get a stun off. I was a little bit too far back. Me and Whistle both were on that particular gauntlet. So we didn't really get anybody deleted like we would have if we'd been right there handy. But Arden still standing back there, and see, he still dies. Literally, it changed nothing, him dropping that gauntlet, except for burning his ability when he would have had it in the next fight. So we come back. We do have the advantage here, but Kraken is up. You see it just popped there. So we're going to go back and just take that Kraken. Hope that they come and engage us here as a 2-on-3, but they're not going to, or they're not going to quickly enough because this thing goes down really fast. I'm trying to save my abilities there just in case they show up. That's why I was just auto-attacking, and then right there, grab the Shatter Glass at 1945. So pretty late Shatter Glass, but at this point, another power spike. I am doing some pretty nasty damage, and I don't think I have to look back at the end of it. I don't think they had a lot of defense against me. Really didn't mind getting caught in this gauntlet, but look at this flip out. Oh, was that not money? Right there, flipped out of it. Doesn't stun you if you use your flip out with your Taka ability there. Coming in, put some damage on Blackfeather. There he goes. He's going down. Drops that gauntlet. Nice stun. Gets both of them. Again, I flip out of the gauntlet. Of course, I couldn't walk through it, but still, Just while he's in there fighting Arden, I come around, box out, and then boom, delete him. And now it's just Arden, and he is going to make it out in this one. He's got just pretty much full health because no one's even attacked him yet. We do pretty good damage on him while he's running away. I just box to grab a little bit of extra health, flip around a few more times. Actually take a turret shot here that I shouldn't have, but no big deal. The Kraken is on that last turret. Awadawad gets in there and starts beating on it. I come flying in here, put a little more damage onto Arden, box out, so he has to focus on Awadawad, get on the opposite side of the vein, and just finish it off. So that's the win. There you go. That is sort of my new Taka build. I'll go the tension bow, I'll go the clockwork or the chronograph. I will work into some defense if I need it, like I did in this match. And then the next item is Shatterglass. Also, it's nice to have a little bit of attack speed on him. So there it is. You see my Whistle doing his thing with the tension bow, the Sorrow Blade, the tornado trigger. It looks like he went with an Aegis there and would probably have went into a monocle if he had made it. Awadawad doing the Warhorn, the Fountain, the looks like just a tier 2 armor there. His boots, Shiver Steel, and had some flares just to scout. On the enemy team, you see the Black Feather. As I told you guys, he had that Serpent's Mask, but he also had that Sorrow Blade and some crit there. So he was pretty bursty, pretty nasty. You know, a lot of offense, not a whole lot of defense. Black Feather. On Vox, pretty normal Vox stuff. Alternating Current into Broken Myth. That's about as far as he got. He did have an Aegis to try to stop some of that damage coming from me, but I didn't really have that much CP, so I don't know if that was the best move or not. Probably should have defended against Whistle. He was the one dropping bombs on him up there in the lane. And Arden on their side, doing the Warhorn, the boots, and the Fountain. And then he had a chronograph too. And I don't know that I agree with that on an Arden. Kind of strange. But anyways, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.